Hi and welcome back everyone. I welcome you all in the JavaScript learning series. Today we are going to discuss about the JavaScript events. So let's get started. For just you guys, I have prepared a list of events which are actually available there. But let's get started with some examples to elaborate them. So this code syntax is from HTML. So we are using a HTML file where we will be doing the events on the HTML fields with using JavaScript. So for example, first thing we have a button. Later we will also have a series around HTML, so you can see which kind of fields there are available. So just keep in mind for now, like we have a button which says click me. What you have to do, like there is multiple way you can assign an event. So first way we are trying to do with the adding an event listener. So you can see there is two type of mostly tags available, id and class. So we are using id for JavaScript adding event listeners. So here we can do something like document dot get sorry document dot get element by id. What does this document mean? Document means whatever is inside this body, you can access them by this keyword document, and get element by id is a method which will target the element by its id. So in our case the id is tag, we are going to use it as it is. Okay, we will access this element in a variable, like we will holding it inside a variable which is like a button. You can use any name of your preference, there is no limitation around it. Okay, sorry. So now we have button, so we can add a event now. First we are accessing it, now we are going to adding the event listener on it. So button dot add event listener. What is the event? For example, the first one is click, so you can add here like on click. What you want to do, so here you can start your function body. Okay, similar to previous examples, here is a function body. Here you can say like console.log to check is the click really working, clicked. If I am going to save this file. If the event is successfully binded here, you will be able to see a console log with click in the browser. Let me reload the window. You can see a click button, you can see the console is clear here. I click it. Okay, we did something wrong. Okay, is it work? Let's try to check. Okay, so I will describe you why I was using on. So let's see this. I click this, you can see the counter is increasing here, like how many time I'm clicking it. So let's clear it up. And here this is the first way of defining adding the event listeners to a field. Second way is like, let's comment it out, and here you can remove your id, and there you can type on click. Okay, sorry, here you will do like double quotes and then console dot log. What you want to log? Clicked by inline event. So the thing which we discuss here is by add event listener method. This is by inline event addition. I am going to save. Let's change the tab to browser, reload it. Now if I click, you can see click by inline event here. The 6 is right now the kind count. I click 7 8 9 10, it is increasing count. It's just the count of the console of how many time we are printing it, that's it. There is multiple event exist, like click, double click. If you double click only, then that will trigger. On double click you can use here on mouse over. Let's do one more practical thing, like we have an input field, input type text. It means like it will create a text type field for you. Let me just show you. I added the HTML tag. You can see input field here. I can type anything here. Okay, so just try to add event listener. The most common event listener or input field getting used in modern development is like on change. Whenever the value get changed, you want to hold it into variable or you want to perform an event. So in our practice case, we will be doing a console log on the input field. So how you will access the value getting inside this? Okay, so when you type something or do something, there is an by default object exists which you can do something like this event exists. You do something that comes into event. When you do target, it means like this specific field where the target is the field, this field is the target, and event is the global event dot this field is our target, and it's a value. In simple way, you can just type like event dot target dot value. I'm going to save it. Let's move to the browser, just reload. As soon as we type and move away, you can see the values coming here. You can see. So different events are good for different kind of fields, like focus, on, blur. This kind of events you can use while validation of your field, like when focus, or you can it means like you can display the errors if the field is not having a proper kind of uh, format of the field. For example, a text field, and if you want to have its number, it should be only pure numbers, then you can also write custom method which can validate the value. So that way you can do, like when you focus, if there is already an error displaying, you can remove it. As soon as blur means, as soon as you click outside the field, it can trigger for that specific field, and that time you can also again display the error, like the data is valid or not valid. In the error case, you can display the data is not valid, and if you want to show success message to user like the data is valid, then you can use the also use this kind of methods. Mouse down, mouse over, there is different kind of methods. So mouse down is when you get out of the with the mouse, you get out of the field. Mouse over, when you hover mouse this cursor over a field. For example, if I mouse over this one, it will do something if there is a mouse over event. So there's multiple different events. Let's try to do some practice around them. For example, this inline method, and you can also use the addEventListener method. There is different benefit of both of them. So I will say you must do practice and do make your codes. In next upcoming videos, we will also do some important topics like this. And for this specific syntax, I will also try to prepare a playlist where we can discuss and learn around the different fields and the components available inside the HTML, like which is hypertext markup language, which we use to create the UI, or we can say the markup of the web development applications. So that's upcoming parts. For now, do practice, and please feel free to ask any query or questions into the comment box. I will try to reach out each and everyone. uh, so yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.